95.9.
My name is Anthony, and this is the Al Express. I hope you've been having fun. We've played you lots of hit music from I think about 1 p.m. up until now. We had the Al Quickie by 3 o'clock, and now it is time for Boss Moves. And I did tell you at the beginning of the show that we were having a very distinguished guest that will be joining us later today, and he is here in this studio. Lao is actually one of his favorite songs, which is why we give you that one. Welcome to the show today, Ambassador Victor Walsh Oluwafemi. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you on the show today. It's actually been my dream to interview you.
Interesting.
And you keep telling me, oh, I'm traveling today, I'm traveling tomorrow. Like, take me on one of your trips one of these days. Like, what would it take if you take me on one of your trips?
We should go to Miami.
Yes, I would love that.
Cheers.
Okay. I don't know. I know you have so many expectations. You're like, the question is going to be tough. It's not going to be tough, yeah, because we're going to be talking about you. Because no. It's about you. It's about your life story. Because here on Boss Moves, we talk to really important CEOs, and you're a CEO of Femi Wars Limited. And I know that you've had like some impactful stories that you would love to share to the person that's going to be listening to you today, which is why I called for this interview. So let's start with your childhood. What was your childhood like, and how do you feel that the way you grew up impacted or shapes the person that you are today?
My childhood.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, growing up was like, how would I put it? I never had the privilege of playing football, soccer, or whatever. With my friends, I grew up as an entrepreneur. I'll call myself an entrepreneur. So I used to hawk akara.
Wow.
Akara, banana, matches, scarf, and so I closed from school. That is Army Children's School in Mokola, Ibadan. I'll trek. I was just sharing the story with someone about 2 hours ago. So I go to my mother's market. The market where my mother has a store in Dubai. So I go there. I'll pick whatever she's selling, and I will start hawking. They call it. I used to have this small machine. They call it the Jikani shop. The machine you use your hand to turn like this. I think I bought it 87 era, if I remember that time.
Wow.
Then I will take that machine, I will hawk all the way from Ibadan. I'll go through, from Dubai, I'll go through Songo, from Songo. Sometimes I'll go to where they call it North Street, I can't remember very well. From Omokola to Songo, from Songo, I will get bus maybe 2 naira back to Dubai, about around 7:30 in the night, they will go home. And sometimes when maybe my mother will go home before me and she'll tell me, okay, just meet me at home when you are done. And it is when I get home, that's when my mom will now ask me to come and grind melon. Or that's when she will now bring out the melon and say we should come and peel the melon. Or like today now, you now have melon that is already peeled. Those days, you just have to be the one to break it yourself and all that. And she'll pack you with tomatoes and all that. I say, okay, I'll go and grind it. Grind it, you're not using blender. Blender is luxury. I don't think there's blending machine that time. So we'll now use the stone to blend it. And maybe by 10 o'clock or 10:30 in the night, that's where we'll have our dinner. So it has been an exciting period for me. Then it was not exciting. I never liked it. I always complain. I always have this anger towards my mom, my dad. Why must we hawk? Why do we have to hawk to eat? Why do we have to go through this process? But let me share this experience with you. So one of these days, my mother, they prepare chicken like the usual chicken, and I saw my mom and dad, they were eating chicken, and I was targeting the lap, the thighs, so let me fit it. So as usual, they will give you the hand part of the chicken.
Yeah,
the wings part, and the feet. Usually they give us the feet. So this particular day, they served me with the feet again, one of the feet, the legs. And I was so angry. I was like, the way I was looking at my mom and my dad, I was so angry. And my father was like, say, this is my house, so it's what I have, I will give to you. When you get to your house, if you like, kill 10 cows, I will not come to your house to come and eat. And that motivated me. I said, look, when I grew up, I want to be eating one chicken, full chicken, 2 chicken, 3 chickens. And to God be the glory, it's the first day I had the opportunity to eat full chicken. the first day I had the opportunity to eat full chicken, I was like, in fact, when I bought I was in George that day. They called the pay West of Mines. It was on my birthday, September 16th. So I bought full chicken with Remy Martins and all that. And I was like, today I'm going to eat full chicken. So I just went straight to the tights. I picked the tights. As I was about eating it, I just remember what my daddy said. I said, this is my house. If you get to your house, can I eat full chicken? I just dropped it. I couldn't eat it. So my childhood was not, I would say it was exciting period. Though then I saw it as a challenging period for me, but I never prayed for any of my kids or even my enemy to go through that process. But at the same time, it made me the entrepreneur that I am today.
Wow, it seems like you have very exciting stories about your childhood.
Yeah.
And it sounds exactly like a grass to grace type of story.
Absolutely.
And now look at where you are now. You are the CEO of Victor Walsh Limited, which is the company that the Al 95.9 FM is under. And now you've stepped into the media space. So let's talk about your career in the media industry. What inspired you to get into the media, and how has that passion evolved into building this company, which is Souk TV, Al FM, and your other future media projects?
Okay, so I wouldn't say, I can refer to myself as a media entrepreneur and not a practitioner. And I also prefer to be known as a development consultant. That's who I am, or an entrepreneurologist. I'm an entrepreneur. I have very strong talent in carving the ordinary to extraordinary, creating new ventures, and helping organizations to grow, or individuals who would like to be an entrepreneur. I'm very, very good at advising one and say, this is the best route for you to take and all that. Okay, so what brought me to media was AIT, Repower to be precise. And when Repower was established many years ago, I was like, I love them. Along the line, I was following up with them. So that they used to have this road show where you can make a request. They will come to a particular area here in Lagos. They will say, you should make a request and all that. And so that they connect to you when you are having your birthday. You can connect to Repower then, and they will DJ on the street for you or something like that. And along the line, AIT came to be. And when AIT came to be, they called them Africa International Television, something like that. And I was like, I can create my own TV. That AIT is not international enough. That was my understanding. I said they were not international, so I would like to set up my own media. So I called my own AIM then. So I wrote in a small jot, I call it AIM, Africa Impact Media, something like that. AIM TV was what I called my own. Then I was driven by desire to compete with AIT. This was many, many years ago. I'm talking about almost 20 years ago, if I'm not wrong. But along the line, as I got matured as a young man, I discovered that you don't set up a business based on the desire to compete with someone.
Yes.
You set up a business because you are inspired to do so, because you have the desire to do it. Because it's the desire that keeps the business going, even when things are not going well. And on several occasions, we were tempted to set up the radio station, the TV stations. We will try to see if we can raise money from friends and families. But it was not enough. Myself and my vice president, Dr. Dausa, were in Dubai, and we started the process. We started the documentation in Dubai. We live in Dubai, so we started documentation and all that. And to establish the TV station first in Dubai, which we got the approval for the Souk to allow us to use the Souk name for the TV. But one of these days, I just called him. I said, it was in the night, and something told me, go to Lagos, get up, don't set it up in Dubai, because Dubai is a highly regulated, Dubai media atmosphere. The country is a highly regulated country. And if you are setting up a media, it's not a country where you can go and test run. You can put yourself in jail or put yourself in trouble. So I spoke with him. I said, Doctor, what do you think about this? Why did we let us go to Lagos? He said, okay, you can go. So that's how I came. It was only other businesses, and that's how we came and all that. So we're driven by the desire to add value, to bring out the best in the economy, because we found out that the media space is not building the strength does not talk much about business.
Okay.
Our fact is the business that drives everything you do in the country. In the world is business. Church is business. As someone is involved, is business. And we said, okay, look, we should stop giving 5 minutes or 30 minutes to business news. That business news deserve their own airtime, a full airtime. If you can dedicate time for football, can you talk about football without talking about the money part of football?
Of course.
Talking about traffic radio, they have traffic radio. Can you talk about traffic? Those vehicles on those that causes those traffic were procured by money. It is money that makes those traffic to be there. So money is everything. So you can't take away business. money, economy part of it. You can't talk about government. Not necessarily criticizing the government, but doing a critical analysis of what the government does and see how we can add value as a media house. So we are not looking at to compete with any media organization. We'll try to create our own niche for ourselves. We identify the gap in the industry. And the gap is that there's no business dedicated radio station and a TV station in Nigeria. And we'll decide to focus on it. We are very much aware it's a process. It's going to take a process. We are very much aware that it's going to take a while. And that's why we are so relaxed with every single thing we are doing. And to God be the glory. The radio this is second year for the radio now.
This is the third week. It's our third week.
Is that what?
It's our third week today.
Yes. And I'm just saying that second year for the radio now.
Okay.
And by special grace of God, we plan to be the biggest media house in sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, by extension in Africa. So we are pulling. I will continue to push.
That is a very, very inspiring story. I really hope that you learned from that because I certainly did. But from listening to you talk, I don't think it's just your childhood experiences and also the talks that you've had with your parents that had more to do with for meeting the man that you are now. So who were your biggest influences? Like who were the people that mentored you and what lessons did you learn from them? Okay, so for me, I'm very careful what I call my mentor. I'm not that type of person that's okay, this person is my mentor. I don't dig into that. But what really helped me was a book written by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. I read that book more than 10 times. Wow.
Then I also read the follow-up book, Grow Rich with Peace of Mind. And in that book, from the first chapter, you will learn that what keeps one going in life is desire. Desire. That the DESIRE, desire, is what keeps you going in life. Anything you set your mind on and say, this is what you want to do, it's that desire that keeps you going. And I keyed into it. I said, desire is what keeps me going. That's why. And I would say I was inspired also by Pastor Sam Adeyemi as a member of the Star Christian Church then. And as he say, I'm still a member of the Star Christian Church. I tell anyone, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be successful as an entrepreneur, go and worship the Daystar Christian Church.
Yes.
That's the place you should be. If you are not in Daystar Church, then you are in the wrong place. Are you getting me? So if you want to be an entrepreneur, go to Daystar Christian Church and to go and worship. Anyways, so Daystar played a role. The Think and Grow Rich book played a role. My small book on maximizing your potentials played a very, very key role in my life. John C. Maxwell on leadership also played a very, very important role in my life. Mike Murdoch books on wisdom also played a very, very important role in my life. So if I'm talking about wisdom, I go for Mike Murdoch. If I'm talking about leadership, I go for Mike Skunro. I go for John C. Maxwell. If I'm talking about potential, so I focus on what's it called? My Shmuro. Most importantly, God.
Yes.
Are you getting? Because even when you have the desire, it's the God that gives you that strength to have the capacity, the ability that even when you are in your lowest moments, you know that, okay, look, God, that depends on you to bring out the best in me. It depends on you to get it right. When I say lowest moment, I can tell you the fact that I've had a situation whereby during the course of my project, I had a situation whereby when I go to some state in the north, I report myself to police station because I cannot afford to pay for hotel accommodation. Wow. So I go to police station and report myself as, okay, I'm a visitor in so place. Can you please allow me to sleep behind the counter? Are you getting it? That is the police station, they always have something like a reception area.
Yes.
Behind. So they will allow me to sleep behind the counter. Very early in the morning by 5 a.m., I'll just put on my fake suit or jacket. I'll just go and shower and I'll come back. In some cases, I've done that with, had this experience, or it's something I've done thoroughly with Hill Station Hotel in Jos, where the security guards will allow me to sleep with them at the security post because I cannot afford to pay for, I was unable to pay for hotel accommodation in all the rooms. So they know me very well. They are familiar with me. I'll go, Victor, you are here. And they will just allow me to sleep behind with them at the security post. And very early in the morning, I wake up and I will go. After the situation by, I paid 200 naira for me to be allowed to sleep where they park. Luxury bus where they put their luggages.
Yes, sir.
I slept inside. I used my bag as pillow. All the way from Abuja, until I got to find. I was so tired because I went for marketing. I was so tired that when I got to, where is it called? beggar here in Lagos. That's when I thought the person that I gave money was the bus conductor. Never knew it was the loader, one who loaded the bus.
Yeah.
So when we got to beggar here, so when he opened, he was just removing the bag. He just saw human being there. He saw me there. He now screamed, "It's that dead body, dead body, dead body, dead body in the boot."
But you were just taking a nap.
So I just woke up and the next day I just carried my bag. I just slipped out and quickly I just ran out and escaped. Because I heard there was commotion on the bus on top.
Yeah.
People were screaming that dead body, where's the dead body? I escaped. And when I came down the hill, I just bought bread. I think I bought bread, 100 naira, all this loaf of bread. And when I got to my house that time, I shake with my neighbor, "Hey, but that welcome." I just saw the way you were struggling with the bread. I was saying, if this guy knew how, what I went through to get to Lagos from Abuja, in fact, they will not eat that bread. So such is life anyway.
So you really put into perspective that saying that people say, readers are thinkers. Like, you have mentioned so many books, and I really hope that you listening out there, you are taking notes for all of these books that he mentioned. I myself have come across some of those books, and I can tell you, they're really books you want to read if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. So right now, what is your vision for the future in the media, especially in the media parts of the world? And how are you preparing the next generation to lead it? Because you can't just end it with your legacy. Someone has to continue. So how are you preparing?
I think the vision is beyond me, is between me and my team.
Yes.
Okay, so I will always reference Dr. Dausa because he was one of the major persons who supported me through all this process. Are you getting me? When we were living in Abuja at that time and living Lagos that time, I was living Dubai that time. We came here. It was one who helped me coordinated it. Most time when I'm out of town to join my family back in the UK, it's always making sure that the station. So I would say it's our vision. The vision is to be the largest media house in the country and by station in Africa. We are not competing. We are not dragging with anyone. We are not interested in the number of radio people stations they control. But we are working also to make sure that before the end of the year, we'll launch our station in Lagos, in Abuja, our TV station, the branch of our TV station in Abuja. Before the end of the year, we're also launching the Abuja radio station. Before the end of the year, we're also launching the Kano radio station as well. So we are pursuing is to be the leader, is to be the pursuer, the best place for anyone to work. That if you are an OAP, a media person, and you want to work in radio or TV and say, okay, look, let me check with Femi Walsh Limited first if they have space. Because people will prefer to work with us. We want to cause trouble with our car park. We want to have, what's it called? Where you keep kids, children, what is it called? Daycare. We want to have daycare for our nursing mother, employ nannies to be taking care of babies for our nursing mothers and all that. We want people to be proud. We want to see some of our journalists or some of our anchors. We want to see them at Davos. We want to see them in South Africa, United Nations, attending major events and all that. We want their names. We want them to be listed as an awardee nominated for an award, major award outside the country and all that. So we want to invest in them. We want to see how we can carve the ordinary to extraordinary. How we can only achieve all these things with the right support from family, from friends, from you people, and from your partners. And that's really we'll get there. So to be the leader in the industry yet to come, I want to pioneer the OTT because the future of TV is OTT. Yeah. In those days in UK, we have boxes, you buy this and that. Most of the TV stations now, most TVs are smart TVs.
Yes.
So you don't need to have a cable, you don't need to struggle, you don't need to be on a cable or cable satellite or whatever. Anywhere you are, anyone should be able to watch your TV, watch your program, or listen to you as a radio. So that's what we are focusing on.
That's such a very grand vision. I really hope that I live long enough to see all of it come to fruition. If you could give your younger self an advice, this is very, very important. Looking back at your journey and your story, if you give your younger self an advice, maybe 20-year-old, 30-year-old self, or even older than that, what would it be? What was that one piece of advice you'd give yourself?
Success is not magic. It's not magic. Don't let anybody give you that impression. You start a project and the next year you are making money now. Slow down. Some people will make the money and the next thing they will buy flashy cars. They will employ nice staff with long queues and all that. and buy them cars. And 3 years or 4 years, the business will collapse. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I don't tell people, when people say they are entrepreneurs, what makes you an entrepreneur? You have never operated your company consistently for 5 years. Minimum consistently. You have not operated your company consistently for 5 years. Employ staff for 5 years. Paying staff pay staff salary for 5 years. Are you getting me? Pay staff salary for 5 years. Paying tax to the government for 5 years. Don't claim to be an entrepreneur because you've not been tested. But you have gone through the processes that what makes an entrepreneur. Don't claim to be an entrepreneur. You are just selling or buying. Entrepreneurship is a different area entirely because it's beyond you. You are committed to people around you. You manage people's emotions. Sometimes I need to switch my emotion when I'm talking to my staff. I have 40, 60 people in my front and I'm switching my emotion to make sure that I look at their faces, their mannerisms, their nose, their lips, their eyes, how they're feeling. I see how I can talk to say I can strike a balance. That is even killing. So if you know how to cook, that's not enough for you to say you want to set up a restaurant. No. Yeah. Cooking for yourself is there for you cooking for a restaurant. Because if you are cooking for a restaurant, you need to follow the measurement. You make sure you have the right measurement. You may like salt, but you can't do salt for public. You get it? Yes. You may like oil. You may not do oil for the public. So you have to follow the process. For the fact you know how to cook, it's also not enough for you to set up a restaurant because you must know about customer management. You must know about client management. You must know about accounting. You must know about costing, food costing. You get me? So many people, turn their passion to business. And I say people, there's a difference between passion and business. So many people we have here now, they actually feasting on their passion, not their business. So what I tell you, if you're a young person that are going to business, make sure that you get it right. Get somebody to mentor you. Somebody who has done it before, somebody who can inspire you, somebody who can bring out the best in you. That's very, very important. I also slow down because you must be tested by fire. It's not going to be easy. People will discourage you. Friends, family will discourage you. They will give every reason not to continue. You get what I'm trying to say? So you need to make sure that you have that patience to continue. You must have the mental capacity or whatever to face any challenges that might come your way. Because there will be reasons for you to quit. If I just get to say, boy, I don't tire. This is not a work. It has worked for me. I've had consistent failure of about 16 projects. I did the first one, failed, the third one, up to 16th. Everything failed. Until I got to the 17th one, that's when I was able to
make progress.
So you can imagine you starting and failing. You start, you fail, until you get to 17. And many people have that strength. So you must be patient. You must be honorable. Because people prefer to identify with those that are honorable.
Yes.
You must make sure you have the right people to mentor you, to guide you so that you don't make mistakes. You can think big, but make it simple. Because if your dream is too big for you, then you have another challenge. Yeah. No matter how big is the dream, class, and goal, try and make it simple so that it will be easier for you to implement. Then read everything available. Excuse me. You can read everything that is available to you because to be informed is to be transformed. So it is important for one to read. I think that's for now. Okay.
Thank you very much. That was very, very impactful advice. Even I have taken some notes there. Thank you so much for being on the show today. Ambassador Victor Walsh Oluwafemi. He was on Boss Moves with us, and that's what we're going to call it a wrap.
Hi, my name is Josh the Black Boy Coffee. I'm a co-host of The Hour Rush on the Hour 95.9 FM. If you enjoyed the content you just watched, ensure you like, subscribe, and comment. Let's go.